up, everybody? Welcome to the 50-50 podcast. This is your boy, Illis Demeanor, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, world? This is your boy, Wes. Y'all know what it is, where you at. Welcome back. This is 50-50. This is episode 25, and we have a very special guest in the building. The biggest guest, in my opinion, but I'm biased. So it is what it is. My oldest daughter, Carley Raylynn. How you doing?
Bad.
Bad?
I'm dying.
Why are you dying?
I'm sick.
What are you sick with?
A sinus infection.
So, speaking on you being sick, you had regionals last night. You had to wrestle. Did that affect you?
Yeah, so my first match was against Mountain Home, and if I beat her, I would have placed second at regionals. But I didn't because mid-match, it was the second period, I had to call injury time, and I had to run to the trash can and throw up.
Oh.
So, and they only give you a minute to, like, rejuvenate yourself, so that was great. And I was like, Coach Petrie, I can't go back out there. Like, oh my gosh. He's like, that's too bad. Go back out there. And I did.
Did you know they could do that? Did you know they could,
did not know
they have a sign that's this, if, like, you're in the match and you're hurt or sick, you do that, and the ref sees it, and he calls.
I didn't want to, like, throw up on the mat.
Well, yeah. But I didn't even know about the hoe until she told me.
You have to know that.
Yeah, see. But I don't know wrestling very much.
And you went to the trash can?
Yeah, I ran to the trash can. I really hope someone caught it on video because it's hilarious.
Well, see, that was first or second thing I went to. The boy did that. Do you remember? He got sick in the middle of the match.
Like, on our team?
Yeah. And for Van Buren. And then he thought his nose was bleeding, so he had to do it for his nose. But yeah, he went to the trash can. I'm talking about, like, from the waist up was, like, inside the trash can.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. He has nosebleeds. No hate to him. I sound like I'm dissing right now, but I'm not dissing.
No, I'm just saying that
he has like nosebleeds all the time. Like he literally, like sometimes he'll have to put like the things in his nose before he even goes out to wrestle because he knows he's gonna like.
So you had two matches. You lost one, won one. Mm-hmm. What does that mean going to state?
It means I am seeded third for state. I mean, which I still qualified. It's just I won't be like seeded as good. Like, I'll still be seated for state, but, like, I won't have, like, the best bracket.
Yeah. I think that's better. I'll be honest. I think it's better. Because, and I told her this, like, the whole week before she, like, went to practice, she was like, can you take me to practice? And she had this sinus infection. And I was telling her, I was like, I think maybe you should skip practice. That way you can, like, get healthier for regionals. Mm. But I was like, I kind of see why you want to go to practice because you know regionals is coming up, so you want to work on everything.
Yeah.
I think it's better to be 100% going into something.
For sure, yeah. So, with you being sick, how important was you to continue?
Like, for my match after that one?
Yeah.
Well, actually, the coach was like, hey, we can medically forfeit you, and you'll still be fourth for state. But I was like, I want to be third. So I still wrestled, but the girl I wrestled for third, I already beat her twice. So I was like, oh my God.
You pretty much knew, like, I'm going to beat her.
But, like, even when I did, she, like, when we tied up, because usually she's not, like, aggressive, and she was, I was like, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, like, it's not going to bother me. It literally, they didn't get it on video, because the video I sent you of me wrestling my match for third, she literally, like, punched me in the face, and the ref had to say, like, not, like, really, but he was like, watch the face.
Like, was she trying to, like, tie up your
head?
Yeah,
like, she, like, hit my face, and he was like, watch the face.
Okay, I know you can't punch, but I see...
You can club people.
I was about to say, what's the difference in punching and clubbing?
Like, you're, like, open-handed. You're not... And
so
you're not,
as long
like,
as you don't have a fist?
Yeah.
But
like,
I can, like...
You can, like, tie up and, like, go behind their head. You can't, like, slap them across the face. Like
right here.
Club, like,
but that's
behind their
crazy,
neck.
because that's the most
It's behind
sensitive...
the neck, though.
Yeah, but that's the bad... You're not... Like, that's a really bad spot to get hit. Even open-handed.
On the back, right here?
Yeah, on the back of your head.
Well...
They don't even allow back-of-the-head strikes in, like, MMA fighting. It's illegal.
Well, it's just clubbing, but, like, most people don't do it. And there's, like, crossface, too.
Maybe because it's,
where you,
like, open hand and not, like closed.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're going, like, from all the way back here and...
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you do that, do they call, like, a foul?
Oh, yeah, because it's like you're coming all the way back here and trying to, like, slap them.
Okay. So you're allowed to lock up, but you can't, like...
No, but, like, they will call you for being aggressive. They'll be like, hey, like, calm down. Like,
So that's weird. You get caught for being too aggressive in a wrestling match.
like if they could tell like you're like getting mad and you're like being really aggressive towards the other person, they'll be like, hey, like they'll like stop the match and then make y'all go back and like.
So that's weird though.
Again.
Shouldn't you be aggressive?
What grade is this?
It's 10 through 12. Well,
10 through
they do
12.
it in middle
Okay.
school too, but.
You think it's because of that?
I don't know. I've never.
Because it's like high school?
I think it's just because they don't want anyone to get hurt.
I get that. Well,
Because I know
Or they don't want like a
professional,
fight to break out in the middle of the match.
And they like freaking.
yeah.
They want you to be the more
Yeah.
aggressive.
But you can also crossface people too,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like across their face. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, they're yelling that in your video.
I did it.
That's what I'm saying. I may be able to put the clip in to show, but in her video, when she's wrestling, her teammates are yelling crossface, and she does it, and then slams her to the mat, and then rolls her over for the pin.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when they're going to pin people, like the way they do their bodies to not get pinned, that shit looks like
It's
it
crazy,
hurts. Like my right leg will be twisted all the way over my left leg,
Mm-hmm.
touching the ground, but my body is twisted this way, like to try to keep their
I had to do
shirt
that like
away.
4 times.
Dude, that fucking looks crazy.
It actually, it's not that bad
It looks insane.
because we like do stretches at like high leg. There's like,
So if you're flexible,
Yeah.
do you think it has more of a...
yeah, if you're
Yeah.
flexible, it's definitely a benefit for it.
That's what I want to know. So, what all do you have to do to like
Get
get
out.
yourself like, well, yeah, get out, get yourself ready for like a wrestling match, like the training, like is
Yeah.
it super intense?
Well,
You practice every day, right?
yeah, for
Okay.
like to whatever he tells us, like come sit down.
Okay.
It really, we don't know what he's ever gonna do because he doesn't tell us. It's just we have to go there. We have to do whatever he says, even if it's like terrible. We have like really hard days. Then we have like days where you guys like where we can just like roll around and like
Right.
just work on
Yeah.
stuff with other people. But the hard days, I hate those days. There's a thing called pain, literally called pain, and it's conditioning. It's where you do like sprints up and down, bear crawls up and down, like, and then just a bunch of more conditioning, and then we have to wrestle 2 live matches, run in a circle, and it's just like it's so crazy because like wrestling live, it's like you're like you get so tired. It's like because it's like an actual
It's a full-on
match. Yeah.
yeah.
And then he'll make us go into overtime too
Yeah.
with it. He doesn't. He's like, okay, overtime.
Well, see, that conditions your body, though, because if you don't go to, like, the later rounds, because let's say you're used to, like, let's say you're a badass wrestler and you're used to pinning girls quick, and then you get to a girl that, like, or a guy or whatever, that you can't pin in the first period, and it goes to the later periods, and you're not conditioned to go, well, now you're fucked. Because all they got to do is outlast you, and now you're tired, and you're
Well,
going to be easy to...
overtime, it can literally last like 10 seconds. All you have to do is just take the other person down. You don't have to pin them. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You have to take them down.
Is it whoever gets the first takedown?
Yeah, whoever gets the first takedown wins.
So y'all both start standing on that in the
Like,
overtime, right?
You're like neutral, and y'all are just like,
Yeah.
and like whoever takes the first shot and takes the other person down, they win.
Okay. So I didn't know. I'm still learning, like,
Really?
rules, yeah. Like how they
I
get
went
points.
into overtime with the Mountain Home girl.
The first girl.
Yeah, not that day, but the first time I ever wrestled her,
Mm-hmm.
we went into overtime, and it sucked so bad. Overtime sucks
Oh, yeah, you're fucking tired
because
as
you
fuck.
already wrestled like 3 periods, and each period is 2 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Like those 2 minutes, like they feel like they last so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we have a website. It's called Track Wrestling. It's how we know when we're about to go wrestle, and it tells you like how long it like took the other person to pin the other person.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked mine from yesterday because I wanted to know. It took the girl 4 minutes and like 41 seconds to pin me, and that's like over like 2 periods.
Yeah.
And
You're
I was like
already-
dying
Yeah.
too. I mean,
How'd you feel when you seen that? Were you like,
I was like, that's good. Like for me
Yeah.
to be like dying mid match, like that's pretty good.
do you
So-
feel like if you were 100%?
Oh yeah, well, I beat her at dual state the like week before,
Okay.
Yeah,
and I
so...
pinned her in the second period. I was gonna throw up. I was like, ugh, like let me get up.
Is wrestling your passion?
Oh no, I don't
No?
think so.
Well, that's what
I mean, I would definitely love to like do it in college, but I don't think I would be like.
what even got you into wrestling? Like, because
Yeah.
it came out of nowhere. When you told me, you were just like, hey, I'm doing wrestling.
I
Yeah.
went to a tournament like the week before with Evelyn in Brooklyn because it was like the first tournament of like not the season but like preseason.
Yeah.
And I went to go watch Evelyn because she was wrestling there, and I was just like, this looked kind of fun. And then I went to practice the next week. I guess I just...
Did you pick it up immediately?
That's crazy.
Like, was the coach impressed?
No, I didn't... Well, I've only been there for like 2 months.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, this is your first
He's
year.
surprised I haven't quit yet.
Oh, wait. So only 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
And you placed third?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's pretty good.
And then to have no prior... I mean, she's done jiu-jitsu before when she was younger for, what, a couple months or something?
I think... I don't know. That was like so long ago.
Yeah.
I was like in the 6th grade.
No experience, no nothing. It was just like, I'm going to do wrestling. She just hit me up like one day out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, hey...
Wait. Hold on. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So let's backtrack. So you used to do jiu-jitsu.
This
used to
is
beat him
like
up.
this is
Okay, like
years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
How did that start? Let's get that.
Him?
Okay.
Him. He was like, hey, like, there's this class. You could go take it for a week, and if you don't like it, like, we don't have to do it. I was like, I'll try it. And then, like, I did it, and, like, we never went back. But he would always just randomly be like, you know what? I'm going to jiu-jitsu you real quick. And then we would just on the floor in the living room. It was...
Okay. Well, I'm just going, because, like, most girls are like, no.
I don't know why
you
they do that.
You know what I mean? Like, most girls are like, no.
My thought process is, I don't want them to be, like, weak.
Okay.
Like, if something was to ever
I
happen...
literally beat you up, like, every time. So
she really would. I'm not even going to, like, lie. She really would. She was
Okay.
really good for, like, the little experience she had. And she don't watch MMA or nothing. So, and she would do stuff like Darce chokes, not knowing what she's doing. Omoplatas, of course, she can do, like, arm bars, triangles. She knows all that. Like, I've taught her. Like, little stuff. But she would just do stuff on her own.
Did I pretend a Kimura one time?
Yeah.
That's natural.
I didn't even know.
You a natural born fighter.
I didn't even know what that was.
I'm trying to, like...
That, for real,
I'm trying to get her to, like... You ever think about, like, MMA? Would you do it? Like... I don't know. I don't...
And I wanted to quit wrestling at first because I was at 115. I don't weigh 115. Like, there's such a, like... I don't think people, like, when you say 110 and 115, it doesn't look as big. But, like, when you're wrestling... 115, it's like, oh my gosh, these girls are so heavy.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't, like, when I dropped down to 110, I was like, this feels so much, like,
Yeah, you was wrestling
different.
out of your weight class.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, see, and even then, you were still getting some wins, though.
yeah, but, like, it was so much harder.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's better. Like,
5 pounds is...
that's what I'm trying to say. So, like, when we talk about fighting, and people are like, oh, it's just one weight class. Man, but you don't understand how much extra that is on you. Like, even for them, like, it's just a 5 pound difference, 110 to 115.
And I was weighing, like, 110, and they were,
going into 115 matches.
And there's, like, growth. So, you could be, like, 117. So, these girls were, like, 116, and I was still, like, 110. I was like, oh, my gosh. Like,
and that's what they weighed in at.
Yeah.
So, really, they're probably 120.
Well, y'all weighed what, the day of?
Was it?
Of regionals, we drove there Friday, and then we got up at 7, and weigh-ins were at 8.
And then y'all wrestle at 10.
Yeah.
So they weigh in the day of the match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's not a whole lot
of time after, like,
and
the
there's,
weigh-in.
like,
Okay.
so many people who miss weight. It's, like, insane.
What happens if you miss weight in wrestling?
They just take you out the bracket. You can't wrestle.
Oh, you can't compete? Oh, damn.
Well, the Gravit tournament, the one where I got third, that was such a small, like, tournament. It had such small brackets. They could bump people up for it. So but, like, regionals, they won't bump you up to the next weight class. They'll just be like, hey, you can't wrestle today.
And it's a forfeit. Is there a difference?
Well, it's not a forfeit. Like, you don't get a forfeit. They just get completely taken out of your bracket. Like, a girl in my, like, weight class, she missed weight. She was completely taken off my bracket. And she didn't get a
Just
wrestle.
can't compete. Can't do nothing.
No, just had to sit there.
Yeah, so you're out of the state. They're in Cersei.
Like, she couldn't qualify for state.
Damn, she couldn't qualify?
She missed weight.
Dang. Okay.
That's how important it is to watch your weight the night before.
Yeah.
Like, even if you think you're, like, which you do sleep off weight, and, like, you could always take, like, hot showers and, like, stuff like that. But, like, if you're, like, a pound over, and you're just, like, oh, I'm okay. No, you're not. Like, you're gonna be over, like, the day before. Or, like,
what do they give you? What's the fluctuation? How much can you be over? None. You can't be a pound over at all? See, that's wild.
What about, like,
weigh,
0.3?
No, you can't even be 0.1 over.
Damn.
That's intense.
See, even in
You have to
MMA,
be
I know they'll give them like 0.5. Like,
Yeah.
you can be, if it's 185, they'd be like 185 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You can't even do that.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Like, I could be 112 because we have growth, but I can't be over 112. I could be 112 flat and be like, oh, yeah, you can wrestle because you're, like, flat.
So that's what I'm saying. So you do have a 2-pound.
I do have a 2-pound allowance because of
Okay,
growth.
that's what I'm. Yeah,
Okay.
But,
so-
like, the beginning of season, I would have to make weight for 110. Like, I would have to be at, like, 109 or, like, around
Oh,
108.
okay.
So, like,
Okay.
the
That's confusing, but I'm getting
Here,
it.
I'll
So
explain
you
it.
weigh in one time at 110, like the first time, right?
Here, no. The beginning of season, it's like, you know how there's 110, 115.
Like your weight class.
Yeah, like your
Yeah.
actual weight class. But
Yeah.
then, like, in the middle of, like, season, you get growth, which is 2 pounds.
Okay.
So, like, your weight class is still, like, 110. But you could be, like,
They allow you
112,
to.
117.
But at the start of the season, you have to be.
You have to be
Okay,
your actual
okay.
weight class, yeah.
I wonder why it is they give you 2 pounds like in the middle of the season, like muscle mass, I guess, or
After,
something.
yeah, like, after Christmas break, I guess
Okay.
it's just kind of like,
What about your weight, like, right before you go into the match? Like, right before the fight?
after you weigh in, you can go eat whatever you want.
Okay.
So, like, it doesn't matter when you wrestle. They just have to make sure that, like, you're on weight.
When you weigh in.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
But
though.
right after you weigh in, you can go eat whatever you want.
Do you ever like make weight and then go try to eat as much as you can to get extra weight?
Yeah,
Your
a lot of
energy
people do that.
is
Yeah,
the energy.
a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like depleted from trying to make weight to where you feel weak in the match?
No, like, when I, like, after I weigh in, I, like, eat a little bit, but it's not like, oh, I'm trying to benefit myself in the match.
No.
Because it's just
okay.
like,
Well, have you ever been like overweight and been stressing? So like,
oh, no.
no.
No, I've never been, like.
So you're like natural.
Yeah, I
110.
have been like 113, but it's like it's so easy for me to cut a pound because
Yeah.
of how hard we practice. Like people cut like 2 pounds each practice.
There's sweating and everything.
Just like he doesn't turn the AC on. He
Oh yeah, he wants
closes
y'all
the
to fucking
door.
sweat, yeah.
like we obviously do get water breaks and stuff. But
Mhm.
like it's like he's not like just killing us the whole time. But
Yeah.
like some people like Dakota, he practices in a like
Dakota's her boyfriend, by the way.
He's
and
not-
he's like a super fucking talented wrestler.
his weight
Okay.
class is 120. But he gains like 5 pounds so easily because he's supposed to be heavier.
Mhm.
So, like, he'll come to, like, practice and he'll wear a sauna suit, a hoodie, sweatpants.
Until
And, like,
you get on that
after,
water weight.
he's just, like, it's
Shrinks
so,
down.
it's
Yeah.
so
I've seen
gross.
that before.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting. And every guy is like that when they have to cut.
But the
It's
Fill up a
discipline,
bucket.
yeah.
That's
Like,
how much
I've,
it
like,
is.
obviously, I've worn, like, a sweatshirt and leggings, but, like,
Not the
the whole
full
sauna
on,
suit,
yeah.
ugh, it's so gross because they just open it and
It
it's
just,
disgusting.
yeah,
It's the
I've
most
seen it,
disgusting thing
yeah.
ever.
They lift it up and it's just,
Like,
Mhm.
you know, some people, they wear trash bags, too, and they'll just, like, rip it open, like, over the trash can, it's just, like, water. It's
Yeah.
so gross.
I mean, it is just water. It's sweat, so it has sodium and
But,
whatnot
like,
in it.
it's just, ugh,
I know.
it's so gross.
Could you imagine, like, it, like, pouring on you? It's like, ugh.
And, like, the thing is, like, their hair gets super sweaty, and it will streak across the mat, and, like,
Oh, that's gross, yeah. Because some of them do have long hair.
yeah. Even with the short hair, it doesn't matter, it still streaks across the mat.
All right. So going back to how you started, so jiu-jitsu, like way long time ago. Then you said you went to a match with one of your friends.
Went to
You
a
just-
tournament.
okay, and you watched and you're just like, hey, I can do that.
I was like,
Like-
this is cool.
Why did you think that? Like, why were you like, hey,
I don't, it just looked like,
was it look fun?
yeah, it looked fun. I was like, you know, I think I could actually, like, do that. Like, it was, like, weird to me at first because I didn't know, like, any of the rules or
Right.
anything
Mhm.
like that. But, like, the people at practice, they, like, help you so much. So it's like, oh. Like, literally the first day of practice, they were like, so we're going to teach you how to take a shot and we're going to teach you pins. And,
Yeah.
like,
And see, that's one thing
Sorry.
she did it in this last in regionals, but
Mhm.
she doesn't like to shoot.
no.
And I'm trying to tell her, like, you're built to shoot.
Yeah.
Because she's not, to
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
go for
like
double
that.
leg, single
Mhm.
leg, whatever.
Mhm.
Like, she is, so she's 110. She's not tall. So she's, like, short, compact,
Mhm.
and, like, her legs are fucking thick. So she is, like, built to, like, drive these girls back
Mhm.
or to the mat.
Mhm.
and she has the lower center of gravity most of the time because the girls she wrestles will be tall, but like I said, they can only be 110, so they can only weigh so much, so they look tall, but then they look super skinny compared to her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shoot, and they're so long, like that leg is right there.
Tall people, they have such a benefit because they're so tall.
No, you got the benefit. You got the
You
center
do,
of
but you
gravity.
don't. You know what leg riding is?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Every single tall person is gonna try to leg ride you because they're so tall. And like the Greenwood girl I wrestled, she leg rode me.
Yeah.
I was like,
Explain that.
Yeah.
So what is that?
so they're on top of you, right? And they put their legs in between their two legs, so they're wrapped around you, but their legs are in between your legs, and like they are like putting all their weight on you, like they're pushing you down into the mat. And there's like you could get out of leg rides, but they're so uncomfortable. It's like ugh.
So it's basically for MMA a body triangle,
Yeah.
but on your leg.
Okay.
And like you could get one leg in, two legs, but
Yeah.
like it's just uncomfortable because
It
their
is.
shoes, they're like
Yeah,
rubbing against your leg. It's like, and wrestling shoes hurt.
Yeah.
I got like on accident, this girl kicked me in the face.
Yeah, your
It
eyes
tore
still,
up my eye.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
wrestling
still,
shoes
like, a
are
little
hard.
bruise.
I wonder if I have a picture of it.
See, I used to, so I got bounced back and forth from like Fort Smith to Sallisaw. When I went to Sallisaw, of course, like I'd have friends on the wrestling team, and they would want to like have a wrestling match in the backyard, and I would do it with them. And man, I could not understand how they were like controlling my legs with their legs, and I couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have them skills.
Yeah.
And like, it's such an advantage if you don't know what like to do. In a real fight, I would have been fucked. All I had was a good headlock. Like that's all I ever had.
That's like what my eye looked like
Yeah.
the day after, and then it just scabbed.
Bruise. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
see,
was-
like they would shoot in, and if I could get the headlock, they were fucked. But if I didn't get a headlock, I'm fucked in every other way. Because if we go to the
Sprawl.
ground, I couldn't, man. They were, and I was, of course, I'm going against people way bigger than me because there's
Yeah.
You
we're
could
not doing
sprawl.
weight classes. Well, this is like backyard wrestling. This isn't. I've never.
That's great because it sounds like you're really knowledgeable about it, and you just started
Only, like be.
a couple
I don't
months.
think I'm like super knowledgeable about it, but like I definitely know like the basics of it now.
Mhm.
So like
I mean, you know enough to compete and place and
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, that's brave.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people ain't doing that. Just one day you're just like,
I think I could do
I
that.
could do that. Like, yeah, let me try it.
that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with this for like till like senior year, because like
I think you should.
Okay.
wrestling
Yeah.
keeps you in like such good shape too, because it makes you watch your weight. Like you're not gonna the heavyweights, but nothing wrong with them. They're still in shape. Though, yeah.
They still have to make a weight, and just because they're heavyweight, that doesn't mean like they're out of shape. Like y'all
Yeah.
gotta
Like they
do.
still have to
They
practice.
still
with,
gotta
like, us.
stay fit.
They have to condition the
What's the
same
big
way.
dude?
Yeah.
Like
The big dude. The
yeah, he's
biggest
not
one.
heavyweight.
What's his name?
Ethan.
Ethan. This dude. I'm not gonna say his last name. I don't know. You gotta say it.
Yeah.
But Ethan. This dude is huge. Like
He's like really tall too.
I can't even like you can't even fathom when I say huge. Like if you was to walk in here right now, you'd be like, holy shit, yeah, like a big motherfucker. But that's the thing, like just because he's big, he's not out of shape.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
he's conditioned for all this shit. I mean, same thing with football players. All the linemen.
Yeah,
you
he
look-
plays football too.
Yeah, well, of course, he's fucking built for it. But like, you look at the linemen and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're fat, you're out of shape. Right? They
Fast.
play a fucking
Yeah.
full game.
That's him.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
like,
by himself. See, that don't show like.
it doesn't
show-
show how big
yeah.
he is. Like it's
In person, he's way bigger than that.
Show like put him compared next to somebody.
So, how tall do you think he is?
he's above 6 foot, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
Easily, yeah.
his weight class is probably what?
he's
Two.
our heavyweight. It's just called HWT. Like that's what it says
Okay.
on
What's the weight?
sweatshirts.
And
It's
that's
just called heavyweight.
is that
I wonder.
170,
I
160?
wonder.
Because he look like he might
160 is not heavy.
be. Okay.
It goes
So he's
to like
bigger than-
215 and then heavyweight.
Okay,
So
so
that's
he's
how it goes.
so he's
Over
above
215.
yeah, over 215.
Yeah, over 215 is heavyweight.
Okay.
I
Alright,
wonder
so-
what's the biggest he can be though, because there has to be a.
I'm not sure. I don't really know.
So as a dad, Wes, how did that make you feel when you seen you was like, you want to wrestle
I mean, I was like,
or you're wrestling?
yeah, I was surprised just because it was something because she's always done
These
sports.
are his brothers, and they're big too.
Yeah, see, so it doesn't really compare.
Yeah. That's his mom.
Yeah, she
then-
looks like a little
yeah.
kid. I was surprised
Mhm.
in the sense of like you want to do something like that. But like the sport thing didn't surprise me because she did basketball, she did t-ball, she does volleyball.
Okay.
She real big on track. Like she's always doing some sport.
Because
But
I don't want to get fat.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that like.
So you want to stay active?
Yeah, like that's why I'm like. So I was like, even in college, like I want to continue to do a sport, so I'm in shape. Like even after that, like I'm like, I'll literally go get a gym membership and work out with by myself because I don't want to be like inactive or like out of shape.
Okay.
it says heavyweight's capped at 275, so you can't be over 275.
I could like picture like Wes because you know he like combat sports like MMA, mixed martial art, you know, all that. So to me, was he like what? For go. Like, have you went to any of her matches? Yeah. Are you like go like you know coaching her?
Well, I can't coach because I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Don't let her do that. Yeah. Go.
I can say when she's about to like
punch her in the face. I mean, I know you can't do that, but yeah, bite her.
That's so no. If you bite someone, they're like, you're disqualified.
I bet.
Like imagine
I don't care.
You bite someone, they're like. They're like showing the bite mark, like that's crazy.
It's hard to watch as like I don't think I've ever been to a match that you lost. I'm trying to think.
You had Northside.
How many matches have you had?
Yeah, Northside.
I'm not sure. I just know like my record.
You have 8 pins, 11 wins total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is in her first couple months is like crazy. People are like, wait, she hasn't done this before.
How many have you lost?
Quite a bit. Like,
okay.
I don't know. I have to look at the whole website thing.
That's what people ask me. So they're like, is she undefeated? I'm like, no, not at all. They're like, oh, like when I see her wrestle, like the videos you post, it looks like can't nobody beat her. I'm like, well, yeah, she loses a ton. Just
But like, I don't really try to worry about it because I'm like, it's my first year. Yeah, I've only been here for 2 months. Like, I'm gonna lose. And I like our wrestling team because we're like everyone starts somewhere, so we're not gonna judge you because we were in your shoes at one point. Yeah. Like we were never gonna sit there. And our wrestling team is good. Like our boys.
Overall regional, the girls placed second. She came in third individually, but the girls overall as a team came in second.
And for dual state, the boys they got first, and that's the 3rd time in a row. Yeah.
Her boyfriend Dakota, I'm telling you, this dude is really fucking good.
He has over 100 career wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not just like I don't want to say the way she wins is simple, but like she'll pin people, like which is amazing for like her first year. But Dakota will like the way he pins people.
He'll like mess with them first, like, but he'll be like,
it's like playing with your food, dude.
He's like playing with, and like he'll like play with him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna just. He'll like tell me, he's like, I'm just gonna play with them for a little bit, and then I'll pin them.
Yeah.
And that's what he
so
does.
He must be really good then.
He is.
You can...
Like, he just plays with them, and it's crazy because his friend does it too. The Alex kid, like,
dude, the Alex kid, holy shit.
He smiles.
Yes, it's creepy.
It's so scary.
Oh, dude, you don't even know.
I'm telling you, he will
They'll be like, it looks like they're sprawling, like, in a position where it's like, oh, anybody could win. And this dude just like he knows, like, at any time.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
Like imagine going into a match and like they just smile at you. Like I think that's so like not like a friendly.
Like why you smile like?
It's like a.
Like, why are you smiling, bro? What are you about to do?
No, even when you wanna know what he did at dual state, he pinned his kid and he literally did this. He like had him pinned with like one arm and then he's like got like this and he was
taunting. Yeah.
I wish I could find the video. There's this. There's a video of this girl she's wrestling and this other girl that she's going up against like. Pushes her in the face, and she's just like, bitch, do you know who the fuck I am? And like she even like looks at the camera and like smiles like this bitch fucked up. It's so funny. But yeah, dude, that's the scariest thing, and I've seen this kid do it. Like
it's scary. Like
it's creepy. It's creepy.
But he does it too, just like Dakota. He'll play with his kids.
Yeah. Have you been to all of her matches or no?
Like
how many have you been to?
The home ones.
Yeah.
Because most of our stuff is like
3 hours away.
Like regionals, it was 3 hours away, and state will be all the way in Little Rock.
And it's for like days. They'll leave Friday, and then
gone
come back
the
Saturday night. Like she just got back last night. Like it was after 8.
Like 9.
Yeah. you know. So like it's a like I'm going to state. It's in Little Rock, and me and her mom are like, I'll ride down with her. We'll like split a hotel because like I'm gonna watch state. And she's like I said, she's upset about being the what is it third? Okay, she's gonna be the third seat, and I'm like, that's better. If you come in on the third seat and you fucking beat everybody, and they're like, whoa, who the fuck is this girl?
Yeah.
Like we expect the first one to be
a-
good, but then the third is to come up and win. I'm just trying to get her
see
to
that.
like 100% health.
That's why, like, so we have like 2 weeks to like stay.
Yeah.
Like our practices are gonna be so hard. Well, that's good though. It's gonna prepare us for state.
It is, but if you can't get over this fucking sinus infection, yeah, and you suck snot out your fucking face.
Soup.
Well,
Hot soup.
I went and
Do
got
you
her
like
like
chicken noodle soup or
multivitamins. Like I'm trying. Like I wish she would have like took days off of practice before regionals, because there was one
that
day.
energy?
Well, there was one day she didn't go to school, but she was like, "Hey, can you still take me to practice?" And I like that she has like that drive. That she's like, "Hey, even though I don't feel good enough to go to school, I want to go. I don't want to miss practice." But then I'm like, "Hey, if you didn't feel good enough to go to school, like maybe, like, miss one day of practice. Let your body like, cause you need the fucking to recuperate."
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I think it's amazing.
I was fine, but I practiced. I was fine. Because
Yeah,
it
and then
gets
you
so
got
hot,
sick in the
like
middle of the match, though.
it clicked. It like I felt perfectly fine
But, and there's a thing.
during the match. That's like I feel like it's. I don't know.
Have you ever heard of runner's high? So it's like, if you do something like anything for like a long time, or like you're hot, like and it's hard and it sucks, there's a point to where like something switches in your brain and it gives you like a high, like almost like you feel really good for doing this. And I think it's like with anything hard, you don't want to do it, but once you get it done, you're like, damn, I did that.
Feel a lot better. Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And you hear it a lot with like runners. They call it a runner high. Like they legit say like we run so much, and like so far we get to this point where like we get like this euphoric feeling. I don't know. I think it's like a sense of accomplishment. So yeah.
There's like times, so like our condition will run in a circle and he'll like scream out like push ups or like V ups or like mountain climbers or something, and we did that, and usually it like burned everyone out because you're like exercising and conditioning at the same time. But like I literally was like, this was actually really good. Like I don't even feel tired. Like it was so weird. I was like, usually I'm like dying.
See, I'm glad that she's active too. Like I really think I hated it as a kid to see like parents forcing their kids into sports. But as a parent now, I see that when they're in sports, they don't have a lot of free time to like get into trouble. Like and
That's true.
And it keeps them like dedicated and like I don't know. I just think having kids in sports is a really good idea.
Yeah, especially softball or
Yeah.
baseball, because it's like a all year round. So you're always practice, playing games, and like you're
Staying
always on the
active.
move. Yeah, staying active. So you really don't have any
Wrestling,
free
they have
time.
off season.
Yeah.
Like they like you could sign yourself up for like tournaments because they do tournaments like all year round. Like there's like Adidas Nationals and like all that. Like
Is it still through the school or is it like
no, it's just like you just sign yourself up.
so it's like what was it like an AAU?
AAU, yeah,
Like
all
the
year
Virginia
round.
Beach one, that one is through the school. It's like it's in March. But like that one is through the school. Like the Booster Club is gonna pay for like.
Y'all go and everything. I don't know. I think it's dope.
Yeah,
And
for sure,
I
it
like
is
the
dope.
fact that now she has that experience of combat. Like, because that's where a lot of people don't understand. Like, when you get into a fight, like Mike Tyson said it best, everybody has a plan until they get hit. Like, you think you're going to do this, and then you get hit, and then you're like, oh, fuck. Like, you panic. Even though it's wrestling and there's not striking, she still has that, like, getting grabbed and, like, thrown to the ground. Like, she has this experience. So I feel like if it was ever to come and she was to get to, like, a fight or someone was trying to attack her, she would be able to stay calm in a sense and know, okay, this is what I should do.
Yep.
To get away or do this, or okay, I'll choke this motherfucker out, or you know, I like that. I wish all my girls would do something like that.
Yeah, because I would rather you do like a boxing match than you grab me and like choke me out, like, you know what I mean, throw me to the floor and all of that. Because once you get on the floor, like, you in trouble.
Well, and that's the thing. In most real life situations, Like if you're being
I feel
attacked
like people
or
want
there's
to
a
pick you
fight.
up and throw you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
That's
go
their
for a
first
takedown.
thing.
Yeah. Grab, they wrestle, they do all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And if you don't have experience in that, you're totally out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're a boxer, maybe you can keep it on the feet. They go to like shoot, you fucking jab them, keep them away, type shit. But yeah, most people.
But still, with wrestling though, if someone's trying to box, you know how to
Oh,
kind of move. You know, they're throwing a
fucking
punch,
punch
you
and
and,
just-
grab you
yeah.
like, oh shit.
But like like when you're in your stance, like you don't understand how low you are to the ground.
No,
Like you're low. It's good to get low.
that's why I
It's
said
like-
you have the
You try to
advantage.
punch.
Yeah. I already told you I took a shot.
Yeah.
So
And you said you got them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think you should take more shots.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to start with wrestling just because that was
Yeah.
the freshest thing. I want to get your opinion.
oh gosh.
Well, first, tell me what it's like just growing up in this time as a teenager. Because you're 15, almost 16.
I feel like especially at this time period, everyone thinks everyone's opinions matter.
Okay.
Like people have these opinions on you. You're like, oh, like dang, like that sucks. Like it really like it means something like to the like you know what I'm trying to say. Like if you had an opinion, if you were my age and you had an opinion on me and it was like a bad one, like I would try to fix it
Right.
because I want to fit. Like kids in my generation, they want to fit in. They don't want to be like left out or anything because
Yeah, of
then they
course.
look like losers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like what it is. Like you're always trying to fit in. Like
Do you think everybody worries about that?
oh no, I'm sure there's like people out there who are like I don't care to fit in. Like you
Yeah.
know,
Do you worry about that a lot?
like when people have like a bad opinion about me, I'm obviously gonna be like, oh, like dang, like that sucks.
Do you try to like fix it? You're like, hey, like,
No, because like I have friends. Like
so you,
popularity, like I mean popularity. It really just means that you're known.
yeah.
Like people, someone's like, oh, do you know? And they're like, oh yeah. Like, but I feel like that's also a disadvantage because like when people know you too much, all your business gets out. You know, like if you're like, oh, do you know who this is? Yeah, he actually blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like your business is just out to everyone. So I feel like it is like kind of good to be like,
Less known.
yeah,
Or
it
unknown.
definitely
Yeah.
is. Like
What's something you don't think parents or adults, period, understand about like y'all's generation? Because of course every generation does it. They're always like, oh, y'all got it so easy. When I was a kid, we had to walk 40 miles in the snow to get to school, and we had to fight bears or whatever the fuck they say.
Mm-hmm.
What's something like you think we don't see or like
Like-
understand completely?
I feel like mental health because I feel like they're always like, oh, it's from your phone, it's from
Yeah,
social
yeah.
media and all that. Which yeah, like can be, but I also feel like you don't have to get like that from social media.
Yeah.
Like, you could just like not feel like there's people who just like don't feel comfortable like in their own like skin and they see like a problem with themselves, and it's just like I feel like most like older like parents are like, oh, it's because that phone.
Yeah.
It's because the
Yeah.
phone.
Do you think social media has a big impact
I
on
say
mental health?
it definitely does. Like, it definitely is, like, one of the categories. Because I feel like everyone's trying to compare themselves to, like, people on social media. Like, and they're always like, oh, well, I have to get these clothes. And, like, these.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I'm like, oh, I want these clothes. Because, like, yeah. Like, you know, everyone's wearing them.
Yeah, just spent what 170 on one pair of shoes.
I actually, like, those are good shoes, though.
That's what I keep hearing. Everybody's like, no, like those are really good. Like they're good for your feet or whatever. They're super comfortable. Whatever On Cloud is, yeah. And I'm like 170. I ain't spent 170 on shoes like for myself.
long
and
time.
I don't think I've ever done it.
Really?
Yeah. But like I would do it for them because I know it's what they want, and I know it's just money. I don't give a fuck about money. I really don't. I understand I need it to survive and pay bills and whatnot, but like I don't value it the way other people do. When they're like, well, I got this much money. I'm like, okay, are you happy though? Like,
Yeah, that when it comes to that don't matter.
yeah.
Yeah, money doesn't you can't buy happiness
No.
with money.
I think you can.
I think you can buy things that make you, like, feel better.
I
but,
believe
like,
that. I think you can.
I don't think
Well,
it can,
buy
like,
comfort with money. I think
Well,
you can do
'cause-
that.
Once all of that is gone,
Yeah.
you do, but like I feel like people just get like there's some people who just get money on top of money that they can just keep buying stuff to like feel that like comfort, you know? That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's another thing too. Me and Kim was just talking about this. That, like, when we was in school, like, say we had a problem with somebody or bullies or whatever, bro, at 3 o'clock, that shit stopped. Unless, like, they came to our house or we lived around them. Nowadays, with social media, they're constantly connected.
Yeah, because you can always contact them.
Yeah, so, like, the shit talking, all that, like, keeps going. And back in the day, the only way the shit talking kept going was, like, oh, well, I heard he told this person.
Yeah.
And it had to be word of mouth type
Yeah,
thing.
because we didn't have social media like that.
No.
I know, I probably want to say maybe middle school, junior high. That's when like MySpace started coming out. I don't even know if you know what MySpace is, but MySpace is kind of like
You've like talked about
kind of like
it,
Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's what
kind
you said.
Yeah, so we had MySpace, but MySpace wasn't as wide as how like Instagram.
It wasn't on
and all
phones.
Of,
It was like you had to be
I feel
on a
like the
computer.
computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the most popular social media app is TikTok.
Right now, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't have it.
It's
I don't have
definitely
one
like
either,
people are like,
but-
oh no, it's Snapchat. It is TikTok. Like I tell you,
I like
that's what
Instagram.
Everyone is on.
I stay on Instagram.
I have Instagram too, but I literally go on it to just like, oh yeah, like make little cute posts and
Yeah.
like maybe watch some Instagram reels because if y'all have seen Instagram reels, they are hilarious
They
and
are.
the comments are so out of pocket. It's
Yeah,
so
Taylor's
funny.
always on. I just
I fucking love
and like
Instagram. Yeah.
and then like those reels that come on, she'll start laughing, hit like and shoot,
Yep.
go back
So,
up. Like she's
like-
always on this.
Like TikTok, it could get like I don't know why, but like your For You page get really like sad, like he left me or like something like that. And I'm like, oh girl, no, I'm watching Instagram reels and they're so funny.
Yeah.
I got a lot of like not like politically correct shit on my Instagram.
Oh, I
Like,
wanna.
dude,
let's see.
my Instagram is so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because of like your
Shit that I don't
activity?
like. Yeah,
Like your
Like, this
activity?
is
Look how
literally-
he looking.
Yeah.
He's the way you did it.
This
You
is
like
literally
yeah.
First thing I see.
Just on edge for an hour straight, and I loved every second of it. I absolutely love being touched in this way, and my heart was beating.
This is literally like the first thing that pops up when I open Instagram
I'm
reel.
not gonna lie, mine's probably gonna be somebody with Down syndrome.
Okay.
Like,
Bro.
And then like the comments are so
I know. Is
like there's this girl dancing and literally the first comment is like
the house
having
shaking.
an
Yeah,
earthquake because they're saying she's like it's just they're so out
yeah.
of
Instagram's out of pocket, but I love it. It's out of pocket in the best way. I like the
It's
messy
so
shit.
funny,
Yeah.
you know. Like
Okay.
if you ever need to laugh, like go on Instagram.
No, for sure. I do that shit too much, probably.
Yeah.
So there's something I wanted to get into. We're about an hour and god damn, bro, you snotty motherfucker.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted you to, and see, I told you how quick an
Yeah,
hour goes
see?
by. Like we ain't even talked about.
Oh,
nothing.
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Go.
wanted to. I want you to be open and honest, and I want you to say like the good, the bad, the ugly about me as a father.
The good. I mean, how you like don't like put like you don't really care about like money and like all that. Like, and you care about like our mental health and like you care to like try to help us and stuff. The bad, bro, we already know the bad.
Say
Their
it.
anger issues.
Mhm.
They're super bad. I will say they have gotten better though, but like I have seen where it has gotten really bad. So
Wes?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was bad.
it was bad.
They're
It
like
was
they're
bad,
definitely it's so much better now. But
Give one example.
Okay.
If she can.
bad. No,
Can
you can. And if it's gonna be what I think it is, it's gonna be the worst situation possible. But
I have two. I do two.
You can do two.
Okay, so the first one, this girl at my school, we were like
Oh, this one ain't bad to me.
drama. Whatever drama. I don't
You
think
already knew
remember
what it
this.
was.
I do.
Because you was
Dra-
like,
it was-
this girl
the
is cool.
me and
Oh,
this
this
girl,
ain't
we were like, it was like just a bunch of drama. Us like, and I got
This was
sent
the
to-
friend, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I don't think this one's bad.
and it was scary to me. Like I was sitting in like the corner of like we have like a it's like a little hall thing. It's like 2 rooms and a bathroom. I was like sitting in like the corner of it. He literally has a belt and he's just beating the TV stand with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, is he gonna hit me? Like with the belt?
So
Like that's so like
Yeah, but-
it scared the crap out of me.
And
though.
I can't relate to that because I'm like, wait, me like hitting an object with the
But
belt.
it's like you
I
so,
get what
like,
you mean. I get
close
what
to
you
me, like,
mean,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, like, I don't want him to, like, boom.
So he was just doing it just to do it?
No. What happened was
I don't know why he was pressed. I think he thought because I was bullying the
Yes,
girl, but
that's
I was
exactly.
not. I was not bullying her because she was doing the same thing back.
That's
Okay,
exactly
so
what it was. She.
What was the other girl doing?
This
doing
is
the
where
same
you're
thing
gonna be in
as
the
me, just
weeds.
talking,
Yeah.
So this girl, I was best friends with her. Like I was always at her house. I was like always hanging out with her.
Mhm.
And one day,
Like
He's like,
that's
mm-hmm.
like bro, they was like best friends.
like every weekend, like literally the whole Christmas
And her
break.
mom loved her.
I don't-
Like it's
yeah.
just yeah. So
And like so we had a formal, and she liked this guy, but I was going to formal with this guy,
I forgot that's where it all stemmed from.
and she got so mad about it. I was like, you can't get mad about it. You're not with him. Like you're not even dating him. You just have a crush on him. That's it. And she got so mad, and she was like, well, like blah blah blah. I was like, there's no well. Like you're not a thing with him. Like you can't get mad at me because you're like not even dating this guy.
But you wouldn't feel bad, like, or you didn't feel
No.
bad.
No, because
So-
like you're not.
I get they're not dating, but let's say you're friends with a girl. She knows you like a guy, and know you're not with him. But then she goes on a date with him.
I didn't even know she liked him until she told me. When I like, I was
After
like,
y'all were already going to the formal.
yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I like him. I was like,
Okay,
girl, what?
Oh,
that's different.
okay,
Yeah,
I was
it
like, what are
is.
you talking about?
Do they talk? Communicate at all?
So she just has
yeah,
a crush on
so,
this boy. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
But the whole thing that
And I
happened.
knew this guy before
Her.
like, her, because like I went to
Okay.
school with him, and like everything. So it was kind of like,
I mean,
The story that I got when I came home was basically because like the principal had called me, and it was basically the way he painted the picture was she was being a bully, straight up. There was no, it was two sides. Like she said this, she said this. It was Carly was bullying this girl, and I'm so big on like
don't.
mental
Yeah.
health,
Yeah.
don't bully,
mhm.
like because I don't want nobody to do that
But-
to them.
And then
Yeah.
he was like, oh, we can pull up the camera footage. And I was like, pull it up, then you're gonna see me.
Not me, the principal.
Okay.
I was like, you're okay. You know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see her talking right back to me.
So y'all were just talking.
No, okay, so she was down the hallway and she screams my name. She's like, Carly, you're such like a blah blah blah, and I was like, what? So I wait for her. I'm like,
No, what'd she say?
she's like, Carly's such a B word. She's always lying. I was like,
Oh, okay.
girl, what are you talking about? So I wait for her. I'm like, why do you feel the need to do that? And she starts screaming. She's like, blah, 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 blah. And the principal, freaking fat principal, I hate that principal so much. He's like, no, go to my office. I was like, okay. And they were like, you can't. And she starts bawling her eyes out. I'm like,
Well, yeah, she's
So
the
is that
emotional
why
one.
they thought that you were
Yeah,
a bully
it's
because she
'cause she-
started crying?
yeah. And you know what's funny? I'm the only one who got ISS for that whole situation. And it made me so mad because I was like, that's crazy. Because she's doing the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's not
And then-
anything that I got. I got
What
And
was your?
and you
what
want to know
what story
she
did you hear?
the principal calls me because they tell you about like the ISS thing.
Mhm.
He calls me and basically says like, okay, your daughter is gonna get ISS, and he breaks down the situation. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it boils down to Carly was basically like walking this girl down in the hallway. Like the girl was trying to walk away, and Carly is like, nah, bitch, fucking, like just talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? Like it already sounds off.
Yeah.
But like he's like she said, he's talking about like camera footage and all this shit. So I'm like,
You're thinking like,
It's gotta be
what's
real.
going on? Yeah.
and like they were best friends. So like, bro, and I'm telling you, I don't like bullying shit. I don't like it. Like, call somebody out on their bullshit. 100%. Don't bully. Like, if they're trying to walk away from you and you're like walking them down, talking shit, I'm not for none of that.
Yeah.
If they're talking shit, if I would have got the real story, okay. And I admit, back then I wasn't like, I was more quick to like judge, cause I hold my kids to a higher standard than I do other kids. So like, even if Carly was to tell me like she was talking shit to me too, I'm like, I don't care. You're my daughter. I don't want you
Doing
engaging.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
So like, we went to the girl's house and everything. Like, I went first. I don't think you came with me.
No, I did.
But I talked to like the mom, and I'm like, I let the mom know, I was like, I'm not cool with none of this. Like, please don't think like I'm at home encouraging her off the like story I got. So yeah, that's one of them. That, and like I said, I don't think that's bad because in my mind she is bullying another child. And
Did you
I don't-
think? Did you think to get both sides of the story? Like,
no, because I heard it from an adult. So in my mind, why would the adult
know
lie
what's
to
funny?
me? and the child, or why would the adult lie and then me expect like my child to tell the truth? Which now I have a whole totally different look on like everything.
The principal who like called you, he saw me and this dude just talking in the hallway, and he went up to the dude and he was like, "I really hope you're not trying to date that girl. She's not good news." I was like, "You're a grown man talking about a little freshman in high school. Like, grow up."
And now, like, I don't know why I didn't see it back then or think about it. I mean, I should have. But, like, adults are just kids that grew up. I mean, they can still be shitty liars. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Just because you're an adult, like, for anybody out there, just because a principal or teacher tells you, like, your kid did this, definitely ask your kid what the story is. Now, if your kid's a liar and you know they are, maybe take, like, everything they say with a grain of salt. But, like, I know now, like, how like honest Carly is. Like even shit she don't want to tell me, she'll tell me. Like
well, that's good.
Stuff kids would like hide from parents, they'll tell me. It might be a month later. Like
you see I kind of paused for a second. It might be a month later and then he kind of looked at you like
I feel like even if I like told them like then I like didn't want to tell them, that's good, because most kids they like keep it from their parents. Like they were like
like,
so
you
I'd
got
to be honest and lie all the time.
What made you like super upset in that situation?
I thought she was bullying, straight up. I thought, and not just bullying, but bullying somebody that was so kind to her. Not just the girl, but her mother.
But then I told him other stories about her, and he's like, "Oh."
Yeah. So what did he do? Was he like, you don't need to be bullying people?
Yeah,
we went to her house.
He drove me to this girl's house to
and
go
I bet he's like
to
talking to you in the car.
He's like,
you think you're gonna be a fucking bully? We don't do that fucking like.
I was like, bro, what? It was so.
But then like they go and talk and like they squash everything. So it's like, I was like, was any of this necessary? Now they're not friends.
now you drive it back. You got me going over there for no reason.
Okay.
Y'all gonna squash the beef. I went to their parents' house.
Well, I kind of made them squash it. I was like, y'all need to talk this out. Like, even if y'all don't want to be friends, don't talk shit to each other. And like, I'm learning this now with my other daughter because she'll do this. She'll have friends for a week.
I think that's literally like the like there has been people who do like I do talk crap about I don't care, I'll admit it, I talk crap about people who doesn't. Like everyone's gonna talk about crap about somebody. It's just like a reoccurring cycle. Like
it's human nature to
and it's like
talk about people.
But like I've never
it's human nature
like,
to
I
talk
have,
about
never,
people
and gossip and shit. Yeah.
I've never had that like big of like drama.
Yeah.
Besides that, that's because like it's like I try not to, like I really do, but like that girl was just pushing it a little too much.
Yeah.
And like when I told him other stuff that like I did do with her, I don't even care. I smoked with her and stuff, and it was like one time, not multiple times, but like, and they thought she was all like kind.
Weed.
It was like a pretty bad
it was like
influence. No.
And like they thought she was so kind. I was like, oh, little do you know.
I mean, but I don't think that makes you bad. Smoking weed doesn't automatically.
I know, but she would like. She was all about boys. That's all she cared about. And I was just like, girl, like really, like I like boys too. Like don't get me wrong.
Hey, ain't you?
I have a boyfriend. Like I was like, yeah, like but like her just she would lie about doing things with guys, like sexual things. I was like, girl, why are you lying about that? That's so embarrassing.
Well, maybe she just don't want her stuff being known.
No, like it was weird stuff. Like she's like, oh, I did.
Different strokes for different folks.
She's like, I did this with this guy, and then we would go ask the guy, and he's like, ew, no.
Wait, do you mean she would lie about doing stuff, or she would lie like denying that she did stuff?
No, she would lie about doing stuff with
So
him.
she would make stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. That's
yeah.
weird. I thought you meant like.
She's like, I did this with this guy, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then like I'd be like, oh, like you did this with like Kinsey, and they were like, who?
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
they didn't.
That's it's all good.
Oh crap!
We not editing it.
No.
We not editing it. This is the 50-50
that's not
podcast.
Her real name.
Yes, it is.
It's not her.
That's
real
a fake name, guys. Don't worry about it.
We want all the smoke.
Don't worry about it.
Look at what what's like.
But see,
that's a fake name.
There was a thing because I was like, Carly's gonna come on, and I was like, she's gonna spill all the tea. And in my mind, I'm like, we're gonna talk about me. Like, I'm gonna let her say the good, the bad, the ugly. What the situation is going on, like at home, or homes, because, you know, me and my ex-wife are splitting up. They're like, oh, you're gonna have her go on and bash her. And I'm like, well, for one, if she comes on here and says anything about her that's the truth, how is that bashing?
Man.
Like, if you don't like something you're doing, or if it makes you look bad, maybe don't do it. Like, and I think that's what a lot of people assume when
I
I'm
think
like,
you gotta speak your truth.
well, that's what I'm saying. And even like my ex was like, oh, if you bring her on there and like, I'm gonna get you for slander. And I'm like, do you understand what slander is? It has to be untrue. Like,
Okay, yeah.
like if she speaks her truth or gives her opinion on something, she's allowed to do that. Which we don't even have to go into it. But like, if we did, she has her fucking voice and
Be
she's
respectful.
allowed to.
I'm not gonna ask them. I'm gonna be respectful.
I mean, you can talk about it
No.
if you want. It's on you.
I'm very like there was things that she did say to me where I was like, oh girl, okay,
No.
like okay, that's
And this isn't.
interesting.
And here's the thing too. This isn't mom. This is stepmom who's been in her life for her whole life. I will say that. Man, great mom. Like, just making bad decisions lately. But like, and I've always told people like, she was always a better mom than a wife. Always gave her that credit. I'll never take that away from her. She was always a better mom than a wife. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna pick that. Because I got nothing but girls. I can't teach these girls how to be women.
Right.
I can teach them how a man should treat them and what they should accept. But for being an actual woman, how the fuck do I do that?
Can't.
Like, that's why I feel like they need a good role model. And I thought that was what she was. And she may still be. She's just getting a little sidetracked right now. And that's what people was like, oh, you gonna bash her. Like, it's not bashing, it's the truth. She is kind of picking a relationship over a relationship with her daughters. And her daughters have expressed that, yo, we don't like it. We don't like him. We don't like the situation. And she's, I think she's flat out told y'all, like, get over it. She said, what, she's not going to put y'all's needs over hers anymore? Yeah, so.
Dang, that sucks.
I mean, and like I said, that's not bashing if you said it to them.
You know what's so weird? I feel like from like you and my mom, like I feel like I like act like y'all in a way, but like the whole like confronting people and like being mad, like I feel like I'm so good at like
Being calm.
rejuvenated, choosing peace, love, and kindness.
I don't know about peace, love, and kindness,
Okay,
but
well,
you handle confrontation in a better way than I would. Because she is definitely, like, even though, like, I was there and I got to hear some of the stuff, like, she said to her, and I won't say any of it, but, like, in my position, I was like, oh, man, like, talk some shit back. Or fucking fuck her up. Like, I don't know, like, you know, like, that's some foul shit you just said to her. And she's like, no, like, I'll just make my points, and whether she sees my points or respects them, I can't do anything about that, but, I mean, she's smart, man. She's not dumb. Like, she can articulate points in a good way to where if you're not ready for it, she'll leave you speechless. You will not be able to, like, come back. And sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, damn, you're right. Like, and even as, like, a dad, I gotta do that sometimes.
Yeah.
that
There's
made me
nothing
think
wrong
of
with
my
that, though.
joke. that was.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say no jokes.
I'm
I
so,
mean, I kind of want her to, but I don't want people to think that's what she came on here for.
no.
Do you think it's some things that Wes should work on as a father?
Dressing. Girl, you can't dress
I
for
don't
crap.
care about dressing, but there's definitely things I should work on. There's
Your
always gonna be
jeans.
things.
We need to.
I hate these
We need
jeans.
to burn them.
I hate these jeans. I don't know why the fuck I bought them. I hate
Burn
them.
them.
They're already half burnt. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. So I. You know those dads are like, you bought half a pair of jeans just for like a full price. I could have made those at home. I hate
Yeah.
those. Like, shut the freak up. They don't care.
But then you're.
Well, I'm dissing on your jeans.
But
Those
you're
are-
dissing on
No,
my
those are ghetto boy jeans. Those are literally ghetto boy jeans. That's what those are.
She definitely isn't like a hood girl.
Ew, no.
Yeah.
Not
What
trying
do
to
you
be
mean?
like mean to the ghettos, but I
What do you mean, a
hate
hood
She
girl?
doesn't like.
I can't deal with ghetto people.
You know, girls or people,
What-
not just girls.
What's
People who fake like they're from
like
the
being the
hood,
hood, like oh, like.
but they're not.
And then
Yeah.
and
You know
then
what I mean?
and then the way they type. Like, girl, you're speaking in hieroglyphics right now. I don't know what you're saying.
I hate
like,
that
oh
too.
my god.
See,
I do.
she's not for none of this shit.
I hate that too.
Like,
And
they'll
like-
spell you like Y-U. I'm like, girl, put the O in the middle. Like,
Or just you.
like
If
Yeah.
I text, I'll text just short and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I do that too.
Yeah.
But like you with like you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I feel like that's not ghetto, but like Y-U.
I don't like when they put numbers in the shit.
Oh my, Brooklyn.
It's so dumb.
No hate to Brooklyn, which is my stepsister. She put an 8 in like something, or like it was like I was like what?
Straight.
Probably
Yes, I was like-
Straight instead of
I
putting
was
the
like,
G's, they
girl,
put
I was like,
they
I
put
was like,
the number 8.
Yeah.
My cousin does that, and I'm like, do you mean
Yeah.
straight? And they're like, yeah, and then they'll text it back and be like, that's what I said, and they'll put the letter in it again. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Dude, I
I
can't.
mean, I did that shit as a kid. Like when I was young, I wouldn't put like anything that started with a C. I'd always put a K.
That's-
just
Mhm.
for fucking
Mhm.
hood
He would,
politics.
but
and
how would you
shit.
spell cool? Freaking K.
KOOL.
Yeah, I would just put a K.
The
for-
Kool-Aid Man, like what the freak? That's
No,
how
it
like,
was yeah.
It's
for
ghetto.
Going back
reasons
to it,
other
it
than,
sounds
like,
yeah, I know. Going back to it, you think about it, you talk
Oh, it's so
about it, you be
cringy,
like,
bro.
I think about stuff that I did, like my old music list. I'm like, who gave me a phone? Who allowed me to have a phone?
But that's cool. Like my youngest daughter does that. She'll see like
Well, that's because she was
Oh,
a furry.
she wasn't a furry.
Yeah,
but
she had a dino mask. What is that? A
she
furry?
just thought it was cool, but she'll see like posts or pictures like of her when she was young or something she did or drew or made, and she'll be like, delete it. And I'm like, look,
my little sister does that.
yeah,
too.
see, I'm like, I get you think it's cringy now because now is the time of your life where you don't want to look uncool.
Mhm.
But when you get our age, you're gonna wish you had all this stuff to look back on.
Yeah, we'll take pictures and she'll be like, let me see. And she'll be like, ugh. And she'll be like,
Yeah,
and she'll
yeah.
delete it. And I'll be like, that's a family photo.
I-
or I'll be
okay,
like,
I
that's
take
my,
that picture
that's
you
a
got.
family with a photo with my
Like-
sister. And she's like, no, ugh.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, delete it. Or she got me one time. She was like, let me see your phone. Because I took a picture. And then she was like, let me see your phone. And then she was just like, and I didn't know she deleted it. She was just like,
Yeah.
and then I went back and I was like, oh yeah, you remember that picture we took? And then she was like, oh yeah, send it to me. But she was playing. She was like, send it to me. And then I went and I was like,
Can't find the
I was
shit.
like, I can't find it. She was like, ugh, I
Dude.
deleted it.
There's a picture, and it was like on Christmas Eve. I was laying on the couch, and he took a picture. I had the biggest stank face in this picture, and he posted it on Facebook for everyone to see.
I thought it was so
That's
funny.
the
I was like-
funniest picture.
Yeah, I thought it was funny as fuck.
That's like, that is like proves that like, I feel like people always think I'm like stank facing them, which I probably am.
But I get that all the time. People tell me all the time I have resting bitch face. Like
I know, I look so kind.
you do not. You look just like me.
No, I.
Bro,
You.
just like
No,
me.
I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Dakota, your
Yeah,
boyfriend,
dude.
even said.
Shut
Yeah,
the
dude.
freak up! No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He said.
Okay, he literally
I
followed
can
you on
tell that's-
Facebook. I was like, Dakota, if you scroll down, I'm gonna punch you.
He said he was
I
like,
used to
you
have.
look more like your dad than you do your mom.
That's so embarrassing. Guys.
So I've
It's
never
the
seen
hair.
her mom, but
It's the hair. It's the
yeah,
hair. I'm
look
telling you,
alike.
it's
It's
the.
not
That's
the
all
hair
it is.
look
It's the hair. It's
Your
the-
hair looks.
I have
nothing like
lips.
mine. You got lips. I'll give you
What?
that. I don't have lips.
His paper cutters.
Yeah, I don't have lips.
nah, it's definitely like right here.
Mm-hmm. I'll
It
show you her
is.
mom.
It is. I
She
can tell
does look a
that's-
lot like her mom. Like her mom will make faces, and it looks just like Carly.
Look, she looks sad now. She's like,
I know. I
Like-
hate. I think. Let me see.
Is that the one that
She
was
was
at?
out with us,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it. Like girls want to look like their mom. Like they don't want to look like.
Well,
a
of
boy.
course they don't want to look like their
So
dad.
do you look like? Do you think you
I
look
think
like
I
your
look
mom?
like a mix of both of them. I don't think I
Okay.
look just like him.
You don't look just like me. And
I
I'll
feel like-
see like I said, Holly will make a face, and I see Carly. Like yeah, like
Yeah. Do you get along with your mom?
Yeah.
That's good.
and like of course like we get along. Like so, I mean we went out when we was talking about going out with her. That's yeah.
Yeah, y'all were talking to each other and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Like we talk
Mhm.
and
You know, that's like what I'm gonna bring this up. I wonder what like if I had a sibling who's like actually like fully like biologically related to me. I wonder what it would look like.
she
Like
said this before. It ain't
Like, if
happening.
well,
my-
I
if
guess
they
I gotta
stay-
have another kid.
It's not happening. Her mom has so many kids, bro. Like
How
like
many?
I'm just
how
like
many does she have altogether?
7,
That's a
I
lot.
think.
That's a lot.
That's including me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And it's so crazy because
3 is a lot.
because I'm her only
Yeah.
white kid.
Why is that crazy?
Okay.
Cause like there's like, okay, this is your first daughter. She's white, and then boom.
Are they mixed?
Yeah, they're mixed with black.
Black and Puerto Rican or something. I thought.
No,
Is one
Just
of them
black.
not? Oh, I thought they were something
But-
else too.
like literally every kid after me mixed. No,
So
like,
the
Do
type-
you have a relationship with them?
it could be better, but like.
She
you
don't
know.
really have a relationship with any of her siblings. Like even the one at home right now. That's
I
at
was
my
supposed to be
house.
an only child. Like I really
Probably.
do think I was supposed to be like
I can see
an
that.
only child.
Do you feel that way? Why?
Cause like I mean I do get along with siblings, like my siblings sometimes, but like I don't like go out of my way to like talk to them. Like
Why?
I don't. It's not like cause like I hate them or anything. It's just like, well, you know, not that like it's so.
I think you're
weird,
more of
but
a loner type of person. Like yeah, you have
I could
friends,
be
but
extroverted, like,
yeah,
but
I
when
can
I'm
see
home,
that.
I'm just like in my room, like.
I can see that. I was the only child up until I was 10, so practically only child my whole life, and it wasn't bad. Like when people was like, "Oh man, that must suck. You ain't had nobody to play with." Like I did everything I wanted to do, and I didn't have to like ask like, "Hey, do you want to do this with me or what are we gonna do?" No, I just did whatever I wanted to do.
We were talking about this when we were eating with Alexis and Ava and Evelyn. We were talking about you can tell when someone's an only child because, like, they're like not really used to sharing the things they have because they're always so used to keeping it to themselves. And like she notices that like only childs they won't apologize really easily. You know how like when you have a sibling like oh like I'm like sorry like when like even when you interrupt someone you're like oh like my bad but like an only child be like
Like
No,
they
let me
don't-
talk,
Yeah, they
you
don't
know?
understand it.
Yeah.
I
it's
get
like
that.
she said
I
she
don't know.
notices like when that's how she could tell what's
When you grew up with siblings,
Yeah.
like, do you think it would have been different? Like, do you think you would be a different person if you was an only child growing up?
For sure. Yeah.
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 yeah, I just feel like only childs are not like always used to like sharing their things because they're always just so used to like.
I'm a
Keeping
bit
it
of a
to
loner
themselves.
myself. Like, I don't do a whole lot with a whole lot of people. Like, I have my circle, and the people in my circle is who's in my circle. I don't. It's not open for like new friends to come in. Like,
No
I know
new
that
friends.
sounds corny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no new friends, but
Yeah.
like it's really like that. Like, I only have 2 or 3 people. Like, if I'm going out like to watch the fights, I reach out to you,
Certain people.
Archie, maybe like 2 other people tops.
Yeah.
Tops, like if that, and that's it.
See, like I feel like it's just Brooklyn, Jazzy, and Haley, but like I'll obviously like talk to other people, but I'm like, oh yeah, like we're like friends, but we're not like
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know.
Don't kick it.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah,
type of
like-
friend.
Like I'll talk to you like if we have a class together and it's like just us like oh yeah I'll
So
like
you
sit down and
got a
talk to
few
you.
friends, but a lot of like associates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see that, and I'm the same way. I got a lot of people I associate with.
Too.
I can be out in public and be like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but to like go out in public with somebody, it's not gonna happen like a whole lot.
I used to when I was younger,
Yeah,
18, 19, younger 20s. But as I got older, I kind of, just like how you said, I just only go out with certain people.
nope.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, man, next weekend you coming out?
Yeah.
Got Volkanovski versus Ilya Taporia.
Yeah,
Here,
I'm coming.
I wanted to do this real
Coming.
fast. I want you, Carly. I want you to
Oh,
pick
gosh.
because I want to see how good you are.
Oh,
Like, who's going to win?
like who I think's
Yes,
gonna win?
just off
Okay.
like
Like
the
looks?
names. Yes.
Okay.
And if you get this right, I'm gonna start doing a thing every week before we'll do a Carly's picks. So like for people who bet, if she gets all
that'd
this
be
shit
so
right,
fun.
Okay.
so okay, start at the bottom and go up.
So these people.
So the first one, Anthony Hernandez.
He looks
Roman.
like he wouldn't win, but
Okay.
I'm going with the Roman.
So you're
guy.
going with Roman.
Yeah.
Next you have Marab versus
This
Henry
guy.
Cejudo. Going with Marab. You got Jeff New versus Ian Gary.
Him. Jeff
Ooh,
New.
okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. But did you see the record? Ian Gary's 13-0.
That doesn't matter.
He's undefeated.
Mm.
Okay.
That matters.
Okay. She going with Jeff Neal, Robert Whitaker versus Paulo Costa.
Mm.
I'm going with him.
Robert Whitaker. Okay.
Mm.
And then the
Oh,
final, Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilya Taporia. Going with Ilya Taporia. Okay.
Okay.
Those are her picks. So, Ilya, Robert Whitaker, Jeff Neal, Marab, and Roman is going to be Carly's picks. We'll find out if she's right.
I'm gonna get all of them right.
You think you're going to get all of them right?
Yeah, 'cause
I agree with you on the championship fight for sure. I think Ilya's going to win.
like even though that guy does have like more fights, but like he's undefeated. That's what I was saying.
You win against
But
the
like
undefeated guy.
that guy,
Oh, okay.
like this, it's not like, yeah, he's like undefeated, but like it's.
You think Ian Gary is just going to lose?
Yeah,
And
I just
Gary
think,
is a bad.
I'm telling you. That's why I don't know about that pick. I don't know
I'm
about that
saying
one.
it's
Yes.
gonna be the.
And
guy.
Gary.
Okay, we'll see.
I feel like you can also tell by like their looks.
Yep.
You know, like I feel like you can tell.
That's
by,
what Taylor does.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
she'll
be
wait.
like, I gotta see him.
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll wait. She'll wait until they like walk
But, like,
out
you
and
never
all
know.
that. Yeah.
You
Then she'll be
never know.
like,
But like those are my picks.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm gonna go with those.
I'm gonna lock them all in. I'm gonna see how many she gets right. I disagree with the Ian Gary Jeff Neal fight. I don't see that fight going for Jeff. I think
Ian Gary.
I think he's Gary. He's gonna
Yeah.
dominate. And then Ilya Taporia, man, I don't want to see Alexander Volkanovski lose. I love Alexander.
Alexander got that one.
I hate that he went up to Islam on 9 days' notice.
Yeah.
Got head kick KO'd.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Ilya
This is
a
his
beast.
comeback fight.
Ilya is a beast.
This is comeback.
Dominated Bryce Mitchell, dominated Josh Emmett. Ilya is a fucking beast.
But they're not even on Alexander's level. So
I mean, true. I mean,
I'm
he's the
going
champ
with
for a reason.
Alexander.
Like,
I'm going with Alexander.
okay, we'll see.
This is comeback fight. He's trying
You
to.
want to put money on it? Because I got a bet going with Kim, too. She picked Alexander. And I said, I got $10 on Ilya.
We'll bet.
You want to do
I'll
$10?
do it. Yeah, we'll bet. We'll bet.
Y'all heard it. Another bet. Sean lost the first
You
one.
didn't put it up.
Who
I
bet on it
did.
last time?
It was the
Oh,
boxing.
you bet
match.
against Canelo.
I did.
Hell no.
That was a dumb bet. I
Yeah.
knew Canelo was gonna win, but
You still put money
yeah, I
on
still did
Who
it
was
because
that?
I
That was
Charlo.
Charlo.
Yeah, Charlo. Charlo went up 2 weight divisions.
Yeah, bro. You don't bet against
Yeah.
Canelo.
Yeah. Canelo.
I'm not saying he can't be beat, but
Yeah, the
Canelo.
Mexican monster.
Yeah, bro,
I think
he's
the
beast.
Benavidez. I don't know if you know him or not,
Yeah.
but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, he could. But he said, Yep.
I don't know. You got anything else you want to close out on? It is Super Bowl Sunday for everybody who don't know. We do record on Sunday.
Yep.
It is a rainy Sunday here, but
Did you get the
49
picture I sent you?
which one?
Let me show you. This is where we're going.
Oh, you talking about this one? Yeah. I was wondering why you sent it.
Yeah.
The I guess it's 8-10 billiards and bowling. I looked at
They
that.
got $20 all you can eat. Pizza, hot wings,
Chips
and
also.
dip. Yeah.
Cookies and brownies.
So you go out there. Usually their food is pretty expensive.
Is it? I
Yeah,
never been out there.
pretty expensive.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, is it the 49ers and the Chiefs?
But yeah, who you got?
I've gone 49ers.
Let's make a bet. I gotta get
I'm
my
broke.
$10 back just in case.
I'm broke.
Just in case he.
So it's actually the $10 gonna be coming out of his wallet, not
You're gonna bet on
mine.
the 49ers though?
Yeah.
Okay.
To win.
Okay. I don't think they're going to.
Okay.
So I'm going. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
Like, everyone, like, I hate how many I don't even like football. Like, I'm not gonna care about football, but the amount of Chief fans I see, no, they're like
Yeah.
delusional.
Yeah.
They're like Patrick Mahomes.
What do you mean delusional? They're going to the Super Bowl.
No, like they're so, like on TikTok, like the Chiefs fans, they're like so like delusional. It's like bad. Like you know how like a girl fangirls over like a celebrity, they like fangirl over the Chiefs.
Mhm.
But the
like
Chiefs are
that.
good though. Like,
Yeah, so in the
They're
last-
good, but, like,
So it can't be delusional.
Yeah. So in the last 5 years, the Chiefs have went to the Super Bowl 4 times.
Yeah, that's what
Last
I'm saying.
I
five
think the
years.
49ers have it.
Here's why I think the Chiefs. I seen who the main referee is, and like I seen the penalties he does and doesn't call, and I think it's going to be in favor of the Chiefs.
I really do think like people pay refs under the table.
Oh, that's been a thing since forever. Refs, whether it's in football, basketball, boxing, can sway a fight. I don't think, or a fight, or a match, or a game. I don't think they can necessarily win it completely, but I don't know. They can't have a big influence.
Yeah. I'm going for the 49ers because I'm, just like I said, the last
well, then
5
I can't
years.
debate. Y'all are both going for the same. Never mind.
Because the last 5 years, Chiefs has been in the Super Bowl. I believe they've won it twice. I'm tired of seeing them in the Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
I
weren't they literally
I want
last
the
year
40
too? Like,
yeah, they
Man,
have.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're like, do you not remember when the fucking New England Patriots?
With Tom Brady.
It was nothing but the Patriots in the Super Bowl. You knew it was Patriots going to be who,
Versus somebody.
Yeah, who's the
Yeah.
Patriots going to face? That,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, but
I hated that era. I thought it was cool to see like a team dominate the way they did, but I hated that era. It was so boring.
I think they win. I think it was just like the Chiefs. I know for like a 5 to 6 year span, they probably went every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they won a whole lot.
Yeah,
too.
they won. I think every time they went. I don't think they lost a
Oh, they
Super
lost.
Bowl every
Yeah,
time
they
they went.
lost.
Did they?
Yeah, for sure. For sure they
We'll
lost.
definitely have to look that up because
Yeah,
I
they
don't think
lost.
I don't think Tom Brady ever lost a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he lost to was it like the Giants or something? Hold on,
I don't know. I don't remember. We definitely have to look that one up because I don't think he's ever lost a Super Bowl.
I just remember watching the Super Bowl with the Rams, is that what they're called? And the what is it? The black and orange team.
The Bengals.
Joe Burrow is
Yep.
so hot.
Yep.
2019. Hold on, it doesn't say who they were.
So 19, 20, 22, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, so
22, 24, 25, 15, 17, 19.
the Patriots went.
The Patriots have won 6 Super Bowl titles.
Okay, so 22. That's with the Chiefs, right?
Nope, that's the Rams.
The Rams. Okay.
24 is the Panthers.
Okay.
25 is the Eagles. 15 is Seahawks. 17 is Falcons. 19 is the Rams. So I'm telling you, they lost to the Giants because the Giants for sure was in the Super Bowl.
And what was the latest year? 2019?
19. Yeah.
19. So 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So that's 5 years ago.
So they lost. Hold on. They lost in 2012. They lost in 2008. Have fallen short 5 times in the Super Bowl. So they've been beat 5 times.
Since 2019? Or just
Like
overall?
probably overall.
Overall.
I'm trying to find like it don't.
Because I want to see from 2019 to 2024. I think they won all of them.
From 2019.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, they couldn't have won all of them because they.
Yeah.
The last 5 years has been the Chiefs.
I can't find anything that's just giving me the direct answer. Like I'm sure it's out there.
I don't think.
I just didn't have it ready.
But yeah.
I'm pretty sure the.
Well, on the next episode, we gonna find the information and we gonna
I'm
get the
telling
correct
you, bro, I think
question,
the Giants-
correct answer.
The Giants beat them. Yeah, they did.
They could've,
right here. Yeah, they did.
But
What year
yeah,
was that? Oh, it's the perfect season. They lost. You don't remember that? They went undefeated and lost the Super Bowl to the Giants.
let's see.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's the
I'm
one they
gonna
lost.
Google-
Yep. 4 years after losing the perfect
Win.
season to the Giants, the Patriots had a chance at redemption. Unfortunately, the result was the same. Yeah. So they lost twice to the Giants. Yeah, dude. I forgot all about that. That's what it was. Went undefeated the whole season to lose the Super Bowl.
Okay, so right here, so the New England Patriots have fallen short 5 times. Okay, that's all together. When was the last time the Patriots was in the Super Bowl? 2019,
And they won that one.
and they won that one.
Yeah.
The Patriots versus the Rams.
Man, that would suck to go undefeated. Just to lose in the fucking Super Bowl.
Who has won the most Super Bowls? The New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers are both tied for the most Super Bowls with 6 each. And 11
Steelers?
11 appearances. So, okay. So, yeah. They didn't win all of them. 'Cause-
But they was on a run there for a while.
Yeah.
I know Brady's got. And then he won with the Tampa Bay. At least once, if not twice. I can't remember, but I know
I
he
mean,
won.
they lost 5 times. Yeah. So 11 appearances, 6 wins, 5 losses.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Better than the Cowboys.
The last time they won it was 2019.
Better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's my team.
I know. I go
Right
for
there.
Cowboys. If
Yeah.
I go for any team, I don't really watch any other sports. But if it's football, I'm always gonna go for the Cowboys.
They suck.
I know.
They do.
Oh my
They,
gosh.
they suck. They do.
They actually was pretty good this year. That's the problem. And then they blow it in the fucking
First round. They
yeah.
never can make it past the first round. They always do good in the regular season.
Have they ever won a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
won like
Yeah.
4 or something. But it's all from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Before I was born,
Yeah.
or when I was like 2 or 3
Baby.
years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say the last one. I think we was young as fuck.
Yeah.
Got anything else you want to close out on? You wanna shout out anybody?
No.
Shout out Pookie Bear.
I got one more. How is? Cause how old are you?
15.
How is it being a 15-year-old in high school?
I love my school. I think it's like, I don't really have like I have friends. Like, I do good in school. Like,
Straight A's.
yeah, I really
What-
like school.
What is some of the bad stuff?
It's not much. Like, I actually like school. I mean, waking up early. Not getting to sleep in, I guess. But other than
It's so
that,
weird because her and her sister, who is 3 days apart, they're both 15, both go to the same school, have totally different opinions of school.
So you like going to school?
Yeah. And
I just
Brooklyn,
don't like waking up early.
hates it, wants to move to Fort Smith. She thinks Fort Smith's going to solve all her problems. And I don't think so. But
I like it.
we'll see.
So you think you got a pretty good life?
Yeah.
Like your life?
Yeah. I mean, there's like, obviously like mental stuff, but like that's like,
Yeah.
I think I still do like have a really good life. Like compared to like other kids, oh yeah, definitely.
I love that she
Good
can do
job,
that.
Wes.
Yeah. I can't take full credit for
Good
it, but
job.
yeah.
Do you give him credit for it?
Some
Is
of it, yeah. Not
What about the other half?
I feel like you have to learn some
Looking
stuff
for
by
me.
yourself
No.
too.
Okay.
You have to like learn stuff on your own too. Like someone can't always like be babysitting you. You know?
Well, I can say her mom and stepmom too has like
Played a
stepmom
big
for
part.
sure had did a big part. Like she may be going through whatever now, but all the years before that, I can't take nothing away from her. Like she was a great fucking stepmom. Like she would call her mom, like that was mom.
Mhm.
She's been in her life since she was 10 months old, and vice versa. Same thing with Brooklyn. Like I was there for Brooklyn from 10 months on till now. Like yeah, life changes. Everything changes. Everything is temporary.
Sometimes
the good, the
change is
bad.
okay, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can be good.
That's good.
I feel better.
You feel better?
Yeah, like, and I wouldn't think that like when she was talking about like the 2 times I was like that she could think of that were really bad.
I didn't even talk about the second.
I think the
one.
second one's gonna be when we was like splitting up. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like had found out some shit. I'm not even gonna say what because I don't care. But like at the time, like you couldn't tell me. It wasn't the end of the world. And like now I'm like, why the fuck did I even trip? Like I'm so much better off and I feel so much better.
Mhm.
And I like being, I don't want to say alone, but I like my own time. Like, of course I got my girls there all the time. But
Yeah.
like that's different, bro. I'm not that parent that's like, oh, y'all are 18, y'all gotta get out of my house. Bro, they could live with me if they want to for their whole life. I don't care. Like, and I wouldn't blame them because fucking it's hard out here. Shit ain't easy.
So I'm getting a job this summer.
What you gonna do? Sell crack.
Sell drugs, actually.
Hardcore
No,
drugs.
they're building 7 Brew, and I was just gonna work.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they're paying like 16 to 20 an hour. That's good for like a
Not
first
bad.
Not
job.
bad for a coffee place
not
either.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 7 Brew is so popular
Mhm.
because like
Always.
I
been.
think it's gonna fall off.
it's like
Think so?
they do like the thing like Chick-fil-A where you go through, they like take your order like on the tablet.
No.
Yeah,
They're just, the hype is too high right now that they're gonna oversaturate the market because they're everywhere. And
Yeah.
They
people
just
are
built that new one right over here by
building one in Van Buren right now.
yeah,
Like that's what I'm saying.
by the
There's
mall
so many.
over here,
Yeah.
by the mall here in Fort Smith. They just built that one.
but I just need a job.
I
need money.
Give her a job. She needs some money.
Guys, if y'all have any jobs, please like give me one.
Yeah, she has to have $170 shoes, so
Yeah.
It's expensive.
she's gonna need her money.
No, I just needed like
Nike
I need-
shit.
Nike.
Yeah.
Look at him. Take that Nike off.
I need
Bro, there
like
was
You know, right? He gets on to me all the time. Why you got on that name brand?
But think about
Take
it,
that
like
off.
for me, I have kids who are like we want Nike socks. And I'm like, why are there socks? There's just socks.
Oh, my cute little Nike socks.
Because it got the Nike logo on it.
She has to have Nike socks. And I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, do you know how expensive Nike socks
They were
are?
like
Yeah,
$10.
20. How much?
10.
10?
No.
Yeah.
No.
They
Yeah,
20,
they
ain't
You
they?
were, yeah.
Why
For
are
a
you
pack.
lying?
You.
Nah, they expensive. 20.
Don't pull up the receipt.
20.
Yeah. Let's look at the receipt.
They're like 15.
No.
20.
They're like
After-
30.
before-
No, they are
tax.
not.
Yes, they
30.
are. Look. Nike socks.
It's not going to say 30.
Well, it depends on which kind.
19.
Academy says
19.
19. I
Yeah,
get
that's
yours
what I said,
at Dick's.
20.
They were $28.
Those are the colored ones.
It depends on which ones.
Okay. 27 for the white ones. $30. 24.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
$30 for a pack of socks.
Just because of
Just because the white
threw a
ones.
little.
I could just take a Sharpie and
Go buy you a
Yeah, they
embroidery
would.
machine.
Yeah, nobody would know. I really should do that, dude. It's not a bad idea.
Be like, y'all want some Nike socks?
I got all of them. I got trunk.
I can make those. But yeah. So before we go, do you watch Shannon Sharp's podcast?
I
Called
watched
Shay
the
Shay?
Cat Williams one. I've been seeing the Monique one getting a lot of traction, but
Yes.
I haven't watched it.
Yes, I have. I watched
Did you
it
watch
this
it?
morning. Yeah.
Is
I
she
watched it
like
this
doing
morning.
what Cat did?
Yeah. So I want to give a shout out to that one because I watched like a couple of episodes of the Shay Shay podcast, but when you sent me that Cat Williams one,
You went
that
back.
made me go back and I watch it
remember,
almost every
like,
day.
in the 6th grade, I would just fall asleep to podcasts.
Didn't you try to listen to Rogan? You said it was too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I
Club
listened
Shay
to
Shay
this girl
is,
named Emma
is good, bro.
Chamberlain.
What is
They-
Monique going off on?
Everything. She's talking about comedy. You know, she's a comedian.
I don't think she's very good, but yeah.
No.
I don't like her.
I could literally
Not
be a stand-up
being-
comedian.
Not being compensated. You know, she's an actor too, so not being compensated. A bunch of stuff, a bunch of
Go
drama.
back and
Dude.
listen to it.
But it's good.
The
I like
girl-
it.
I would
just-
always.
Just something about that setting, like with the couch and then like the fireplace behind it,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, with the candles and stuff lit, and then it's kind of like dim, and then they give them drinks. Like it's just something
Yeah,
because they
blues,
always
yeah.
say like, man, because they get on all the people after the Cat Williams like, it's something about this setting, like it's something in this drink, like it's the truth serum or it's this couch, because they like I'm tuned in.
That's-
Like
that's
I
what
watch
I
it
want. That's
every
what
day.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that inspires me for 50/50 podcast.
If only we
Like,
had fucking millions of dollars to
Yeah.
invest without worry.
yeah, having people come on, speak their truth, don't be scared. You know, just let it out. Say
Just don't
whatever
have
you
to do
say
shots,
whatever
like-
you want to say.
Do like
Yeah,
drink
man.
chance, make them take a shot if they don't want to answer a question or
Mhm.
some shit. I don't know.
Like I'm inspired about that. Like the
I
people
love
that he's
talking
bringing
about
on, like yeah,
Then come on and talk.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
I am talking. That's not
I
what I
mean,
said.
like,
Like,
what?
I love talking. Like, talking is so fun. Like, I don't know what I would do without talking.
Yeah.
Like, or like emojis. Don't know what I would do without
Yeah.
emojis.
he was like
You think you could do comedy for real? Like, you think
It's like,
comedy is hard.
That's what I was about to say. It's one thing to be funny for like
I
your
am funny.
friends. It's a different thing to sit down and write a joke.
I could make
out.
a joke.
hmm
Make a joke. Make me laugh right now.
No.
Yeah. See, it don't work like that.
Well,
Comedy is hard.
because
That's
I
hard.
have to take time in masterpieces, you know, like my work.
So you got something in like the chamber that
Yeah.
you like it's
The
ready to go.
chambers.
Can you do one on the fly? Can you do a joke on the
Didn't
fly?
that was so funny. Why didn't you not laugh at that?
No, it wasn't funny.
The chambers?
The
Am I
chamber,
gonna get canceled for saying that?
Maybe.
No.
Don't cancel me. This is why I can never have my own podcast, because I would literally get canceled less than like the first episode.
Just become uncancelable. Uncancelable.
That was funny. Just become uncancelable.
Can't even
Why you
say
say
it now.
uncancelable?
Oh, speaking of words,
Just
what do you say the grade before
Oh
first grade?
my
Don't say it. Say the
gosh.
grade before first grade.
before first grade,
Yeah.
kindergarten.
I told you! He
Right?
said it's kindergarten.
That's how it's kindergarten, I know.
Kindergarten.
But I say
Kindergarten.
kindergarten.
Why?
I don't know why. I guess I've
that's
always
like that's like the people who say
kindergarten.
peach for pinch.
I had to think too, like.
I know,
'cause
when he asked me that, I
I
was
was like,
like,
what is the
What is
grade
the
before
grade?
first grade? But yeah, kindergarten.
I know it's
kindergarten.
kindergarten.
It's like people saying pinch for pinch.
But I think pinch and pinched is.
Pinch? Someone's
Oh,
gonna pinch you?
You
I'll say
pinch.
pinch.
I say, yeah, you pinch me. Quit pinching
It's
me.
certain words that
He was also talking about like assumptions, like
Assumptions.
somebody said I say it with a K, like assumptions or something. And I was like assumptions.
Assumptions.
Assumptions. Say alcohol.
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 Okay.
Alcohol.
Okay.
You drinking alcohol?
I hate people who are like pillow. I sleep on a pillow.
Pillow.
Yeah, I say pillow. And like for a crown,
Get
like
that
a
pillow.
drawing crown, they're like, that's not how you say it. You're supposed to say crayon.
See, I don't know. See, you're
Like-
saying it wrong.
Like
though.
crayon.
Like crayon. I just say
Yeah.
crown.
I do too. See,
Crayon.
that's another thing that you're saying wrong. It is crayon.
But I just say
Huh?
crown.
Crayon.
Like crayon.
Crayon.
Crayon. Or
Crayon.
Crayon.
Like crayon.
Crayon.
I just say crown.
Can you hand me that crayon?
I say crown.
Can you
Yeah.
hand me that? Can you hand me that crayon?
I say crown. It's
That's
a
what I
crown.
said.
I say crown. Like, can you hand me that crown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have that crayon right there. Can you hand me that crayon?
You
How
say
do y'all
crayon?
say?
Yeah, crayon.
how do y'all say ramen noodles? Do y'all say ramen?
I say ramen.
Y'all are so
Oh,
freaking.
I say
Well,
Roman.
no, it depends
I
on
do.
yeah, it
Ramen.
depends on how I'm
Ramen.
saying. If I'm just saying the R word, I say ramen. But if I say top, I say top ramen. I don't know why, but I switch it up.
Yeah.
It's either top ramen or
That's
ramen
because
noodles.
I say Roman noodles.
Roman noodles.
Like
Like
Roman
they
numerals.
roaming around.
Roman noodles. It was
Yeah.
like numerals.
No, no. Yeah, I was talking on the phone and I said kindergarten, and she was like, "Oh, you say it wrong. It's so cute." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
It's kindergarten.
I know it's kindergarten, but it's just
Kindergarten.
Kinder.
it's not crown. It's not
You say-
CROW.
You just said you say it.
I
do
Shut
say
the
it.
freak up.
I do say
Crayon.
crown.
Shut the freak up.
It's not crayon. That sounds so
Crayon.
crazy.
Crayon.
Can you hand me that crayon?
You say crayon. Let me get that
That's too
crayon.
long.
Let me get
Yeah.
that. Let me
Like
get
you
that
have to
crayon.
do something weird
Crayon.
with the I have to like
Crayon.
crayon. Like I can't.
I don't know about that.
Just crown.
Crown.
So they're like,
Crown.
and every time I ask someone for a crown, they're like, "That's not how you say. It. Just give me the crown. Just give it to
I
me."
feel like I
oh my
thought
God.
kindergarten was like a southern thing, and I swear I hear people say,
Kindergarten.
yeah, kindergarten,
I have
Kindergarten.
seen people like spell
kindy.
like Kendi, like K-I. Well, I don't even know how to spell it, but I've seen like
K-I-N-D.
I've seen D-Y at the end.
D-I-E.
Yeah.
Yeah,
K-I-N-D-I.
I've seen that before.
Kindy.
I know it's kinder.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's how, like, if I read it in a book, I would read it. Well, no, I would read it as kindergarten because that's how I say it. But I know it's spelled kindergarten. But yeah, that was the thing last night. I had to go ask
That
all
was-
of
Even
Kinder-
Dakota said it's
kindergarten.
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 I know I'm gonna ask Dakota's mom. I'm gonna
Ask
You in
Taylor,
ki- you in
ask, Taylor
kindergarten?
when, ask Taylor when you get home. Be like, what's the thing? What's the grade before first grade? I know she's
I'm
gonna say
record it.
kindergarten. She's
I'm
gonna say
recording
kindergarten.
it. She gonna be like, what?
She reads too much and she's
Every day.
yeah, she's too like
She literally reads every day.
vernacular accuracy is yeah. She's gonna say kinder. I don't know why. I've always said kindergarten.
Why?
I just said I don't know why.
That's so
I thought
gay.
everybody said that.
That's what gay people do.
But every time I ask people, it's always kinder now. So
I'm
like,
literally gonna get canceled. People are gonna cancel me. Don't cancel me, guys.
Don't be your fault.
No, it's not. Cut it out.
You can't get canceled on this podcast.
Cut it
is what
out.
It is. Look, did almost 2 hours. You thought an hour was long. Yeah,
It's only 2:30.
it's 2:46.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's almost 3. So that's all I got. You got anything?
Mm-mm. That's it.
You got anything you want?
No,
No.
no.
Tell a joke.
I don't have. No.
You are
I
the
already
joke.
had one, and I'm gonna get canceled for
You're
saying
not
this.
gonna
I'm
get
not
canceled.
gonna
Nobody
say it.
even noticed.
Cut the freak. I'm gonna get canceled.
No, you're not.
We're not cutting nothing. That's 50/50 episode 25.
25. We out.
We're out.